Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Stafford. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Brady dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succo.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll get into the end zone. touchdown Rams. Tutu Atwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 5.
Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tyler Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
Bobby Brown on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now Brady. And the catch made by Johnson. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Fake it at Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Suckup for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
He'll get 3 up to midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
It's a run with Akers.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
On play action, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it a 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
He'll get this underneath to Henderson.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
135 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down at 7.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. That's right, man.
Brady now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So that'll back him up 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Stafford down to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. It's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that will extend this big lead. shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Play action. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 37's the mic. Mike 37. Strip the ball.
Here's Brady. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Kill. Turn up. Hey, fly low. 45, 45. Let it go here.
Stafford. He's got Perriman. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Stafford looks to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Got to be wary of throwing it in. Interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Big 20. And middle, middle.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.